A few days ago, I hand-washed our bread knife and then put it in the dish rack cabinet above the sink to dry, where I totally forgot about it. Until my husband opened the cabinet and the knife slipped out, shattering a glass in the sink and nearly slicing off my husband's ear along the way. And as much as I would like to say that it was an isolated incident, and that I usually think things through way more, unfortunately, I'm actually quite good at making poor decisions. So, without further ado, here's a sampling of some of my more spectacularly bad ones. The first one that comes to mind happened when I was in 4th grade and went to a friend's house. She lived near the town's baseball diamond, and we decided to explore the big swamp behind it. It was a murky, stinky, sludgy mess of reeds and mud that turned into a proper pond if you waded far enough into it. But we didn't even have to wade, because we found a massive chunk of styrofoam beached in the reeds. After stripping down to our underwear, we tried to use the styrofoam like a boat to carry us out into the deeper water. Of course, since the styrofoam block wasn't weighted in the bottom, it rolled as soon as we tried to get on it, and we both went ass over tea kettle. We were so covered in mud and slime that our mom put us straight in the tub the moment we got back to our house, and it took several minutes of muck removal before we even found the leech that had sunk its hundreds of tiny teeth into her. But that was probably still less dumb than the time that, driving from New Mexico to Washington during college, I stopped to do my favorite hike in southeastern Utah, only to realize at the trailhead that I didn't have the proper footwear. Undeterred, I set off in my bare feet on a 6-mile hike in the sand in 90-degree weather. I didn't realize until I got back to the car that I had given myself massive blisters that covered the entirety of both my heels by walking so long on a hot, shifting surface. They were so big and painful by the time I got to Salt Lake City that I had to stop to drain them in a Walmart parking lot just so I could keep pressing the gas pedal. At least the blisters went away, though. Once, while visiting a friend in Portland, Oregon, we decided to get matching tattoos from a tattoo artist that he knew, but I didn't realize until it seemed too late to back out that the tattoo artist was actually just an artist in training. Alarm bells went off in my head as soon as we showed up at his weird house rather than his studio. When he asked who wanted to go first, I volunteered, because I was pretty sure I'd lose my nerve if I watched my friend get a bad tattoo and then I had to go right after. But I didn't consider that the artist in training might get better on the second try, so while my tattoo took ages and looked like absolute garbage, my friend's was over in like 15 minutes and looked great. Oops. I wish I could say that the experience taught me some great life lesson and that I look to my botched tattoo for guidance every time I'm about to make a rash decision now. But, it's on my shoulder. I see it tops once a year. And gosh, all this talking has made me hungry. I wonder when these leftovers are from. Are those blue spots? It's probably not mold.